Welcome to the Big Ree and Ace Pick 6 NFL Week 5. All right, let's go, Ace.
All right, boys, NFL Week 5. Cannot believe it's already Week 5, Big Ree. Going to be an exciting weekend of games. A lot of juicy lines this weekend. A lot of juicy lines. I mean, the 3 lines that I'm giving you guys, boys, you guys better run to the sportsbook with them. Literally run. Don't walk. Run there. Parlay tickets are live. NFL parlay ticket packages are live. It was an exciting weekend. Wow, honestly, I learned so much about our fan base over the weekend, over the last 5 days since we announced that we'd probably be launching some parlay tickets. Overwhelmed with DMs and emails, a lot of people hitting us up. You know, a couple of notes that we've learned. Huge fan base out of Mexico or Mexico. Huge fan base. Another interesting, very interesting. And you know, I remember last year, Big Ree, or maybe it was 2 years ago, that we started getting some comments about oh, it's not just boys watching, there's a lot of ladies and girls watching too, and that's when I started the Here We Go Boys and Girls. We started that, and we started looking probably not half, maybe close to 30 to 40% of the parlay ticket subscribers were women. The ones that are hitting me up about the packages. That was very interesting. I did not expect that. So I think there's a lot more female audience than we really thought. And another thing is just the different fan base of people trying to get in on the parlay tickets. A lot of people that clearly want to get the parlay tickets. A lot of people that know a little bit and want to get in. Some people that know nothing and just want to make some money. And like I said, a lot of the females, I think they're maybe kind of hiding from their spouses, and they see that their spouses are into sports betting, and they're trying to get our picks so they can put their own picks and just throw it down on their husband and the friends and be like, look, I just came up, and they're trying to figure out how the hell did she know all of this. So that was interesting. And so it was a fun weekend. And one thing I want to say, somebody, emailed us and said, why do they call him Big Ree, right? And why is it Ree? Why is it Big Ree? And so I'll give you guys a little quick backstory about why they call him Big Ree. Probably 7 years ago, we were out in San Francisco, me and Big Ree and a few of our friends. We were up there for the weekend, and I think it was either Saturday or Sunday morning. We were trying to figure out where we're going to go for breakfast, trying to find some spots where we can have a nice cup of joe and some pancakes, hash browns, scrambled eggs, and then we're calling around, and so we found a place, and hey, Ree, call them, find out what's the deal there, are they open, are they busy, what's the wait time. He calls them. I guess there's a 30-minute wait, and then so he asked us oh, do you guys I guess they asked him, do you want to put a reservation? Ree puts the phone on mute and says, hey, you guys want it? It's 30-minute wait. We're yeah, put it in. So then I guess Ree is okay, yeah, we'll put in the reservation. And the next thing we hear Ree on the phone saying, Bigri, Big Ree. And we all start cracking up. So Big Ree, self-proclaimed on the phone saying reservations, Big Ree. And since then, the legend was born, Big Ree. So that's how we came to Big Ree. Now, real quick, I know this is a little bit extended, but we have to get into this because this is probably the first official launch of the parlay tickets. Last week, we kind of rushed into it. We're getting things ready. Didn't really get everything smoothed out, and now it's all ready to go. And so, parlay tickets 101. We got to explain to you guys about parlay tickets, but clearly a lot of people don't understand parlay tickets. I went over this as well in the college football video, so if you watch that, you can fast forward it if you want, but there's some new information that I didn't mention in there. Basically, a parlay, listen, because people are messaging us saying, hey, give us a guaranteed 5-team parlay. I need a guaranteed or I'm not buying the package or whatever, and just crazy. So how a parlay wins is normal betting. You do a bet on, say, you take a line, Atlanta -3, whatever the line is, and you put your, say, $100 bet, and if you win, you get $90. A parlay, you have to pick at least 2 teams. You know, and you can pick up to 12 teams, but like it's either a 2-team parlay with 2 teams, a 3-team parlay with 3 teams, 4-team parlay with 4 teams, etc. So it's at least 2 teams, and each team has to win. So if both teams don't win, you lose the bet. So if you have a 2-team and only 1 team wins, you lost. You have a 3-team and 2 of the teams win, you lost. You have a 5-team parlay, all four teams win and 1 loses, you lose. You win nothing. So then everyone's like, well, oh, I win nothing? I get 5 out of 6 picks or 4 out of 5? What the hell? Why would I do a parlay? People do parlays because the payout on parlays is jacked up compared to straights. So the value is if you can hit, you can win big compared to straights. And I'm going to give you guys an example. On a straight parlay, you put $100, and if you win against the spread, you're going to win $90 or $91. Straight bet. You're going to win $90. So you put $100, you win 90, you have $190 in your pocket, you're up $90. If you do a 2-team parlay and you put $100 on a 2-team, that $100 you'll win $260. So you'll win $260 plus your $100 back. You have $360 in your pocket and you're up $260. If you do a 3-team parlay and you put $100, you're gonna win about $625. So 6.25 to 1. And so now you have 625 plus your 100, so you have $725. You're up $625. 4-team parlay is 12.5 to 1. So if you put $100, you're about winning about $1,250 plus your $100 back. So you're up $1,250 on a $100 bet. And then the more teams you go, it just jacks up. Like a 5-team parlay is 25 to 1. So if you put $100 down, you're gonna win $2,500 plus your 100 back. You're up $2,500. If 6-team, it pays 50 to 1. So you're up $100 bet and you hit all 6 teams. That's $5,000. You're up freaking $5,000 right there. 7-team is 100 to 1. 8-team is 200 to 1. 9-team is 400 to 1. 10-team is 800 to 1. If you throw some money lines like in there that are upsets, it can even go higher than that. So that's kind of how parlay works, the odds, so you understand the odds. And then second thing is, for example, and I'm going to give everybody a real quick example, Big Ree. Let's say you do you have 6 teams that you like. And I'm like, dude, I really like these 6 teams. 3 from Big Ree, 3 from Ace. I want to do straight. So you can take $600, put $100 on each one of those 6, and if they all of them hit, you're winning about $90 for each straight, times 6 of them, so you're winning about $540 roughly, $540, $550. So you just put $600 down, you win 6-0, you win $540. You don't even double up, but you're almost close to doubling up. That's a nice day, $540. But if you took that $600 and say, hey, look, I'm ready to gamble. I want to win big. I don't want to just win $500. You put that $600 on a 6-team parlay, and you win. You know what the payout is, Big Ree, on a 6-team parlay for $600? The payout is about $30,000, maybe a little bit over. So instead of winning $540, you're winning $30,000. That's how big of a difference it is here, guys. So it's a big deal, and that's why people like these parlays. And let me explain to you though, but the reason is they're paying you that because these are not easy to win, guys. Everyone thinks to go, just throw me an easy 4-team or a 5-team. These are not easy to win. Like, these are not easy. And why that is I'll give you an example so you understand that context. Let's say you wanted to make 4-team parlays, just 4-teamers. You could put 10 4-team parlays, 10 of them. So that means you spent $1,000 and you put $100 on each of those parlays. You spent $1,000. If you win one of those out of 10, just 1 out of 10, then you're gonna win $1,250 on that parlay plus the 100 back. So you're gonna win $1,350. You're up $350. All you have to do is win 1. Think about that. You just have to win 1 out of 10. But that's how hard it is. Like the bookmakers are making it like that. You guys got to understand. Like they're saying, like, hey, even if you can win 1 out of 10, you're still up. That's how hard it is. They don't expect you to even win 1 out of 10. So that's why parlay tickets. You guys got to understand the odds. Our parlay packages, We try to limit the risk by spreading out the games, hedging stuff. We have a system on how much we put on each bet. And so we limit the risk that you lose, but we still keep the upside of how much you can win, guys. So that's part of the process of our parlay packages, guys. Otherwise, you can go take your money, put it on a straight, and move on. But that's kind of how the parlay packages work. If you guys are interested, send us a DM, email, and it's going to be a juicy weekend, boys. Get in it. It's going to be juicy. You're going to regret if you don't get in it this week. I'm telling you guys. All right, Big Ree, anything to throw in?
No, let's go.
Okay. Here we go, boys and girls. And in honor of our fan base from Mexico, aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. Game 1, we got Tampa Bay at Chicago. Thursday night game. Tampa Bay is a 4.5-point favorite. Tampa Bay 3-1, coming off a 38-31 comeback win versus the Chargers. 3-game winning streak here for Tampa Bay. Brady 65% completion, 11 TDs, 4 interceptions here. Defense is questionable. They got lit up for 31 points by rookie Justin Herbert. And they've played some really crappy teams over this 3-game winning streak with their QBs of Teddy Bridgewater, Jet Driscoll from the Broncos, rookie Herbert from the Chargers. So not impressed. Those QBs have like 13 TDs and 8 interceptions combined for the season. And then the Bears 3-1, coming off a 19-11 loss to Indy. I told you guys take Indy. And look, first loss after 3 straight wins for the Bears. Defense is playing really good, giving up only 20 points per game. Foles played well in the loss. And look, this is an easy one. Chicago has back-to-back home games here. And this is a Thursday game for Tampa Bay to travel. An easy one. I'm taking Chicago plus 4.5. And I like Chicago to win this game. Game 2, we got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are a 13.5-point favorite. Las Vegas 2-2, 2-game losing streak after a 2-game winning streak. Tough schedule. All their games were with teams that were at least 500. Derek Carr playing well, 73% completion rate, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, solid pass D, which I think is going to give trouble to Mahomes. Kansas City 4-0, coming off a 26-10 win versus the Patriots. And they've been in a lot of close games this year. 3-point game in the fourth quarter versus New England. 7-point fourth quarter game when they played Baltimore. They were losing in the fourth quarter to the Chargers. That went to OT. Ever since that Houston game, it's been a little bit shaky. Rookie running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire had a good start to the season and just been playing average. Another easy one, boys. Do not get fooled here. Take the Raiders plus 13.5. Game 3, we got the New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys. New York Giants 0-4 here, coming off a 17-9 loss to the Rams last week. They're on a 4-game losing streak. Quarterback Daniel Jones, 61% completion, 2 TDs, 5 interceptions on the season. Running back Saquon Barkley done for the season. League worst, averaging 12 points per game. They do have a top 6 pass defense. And then we got the Cowboys 1-3, coming off a 49-38 loss to Cleveland. And look, they got lit up by Baker Mayfield. Horrible defense, giving up a league worst 36.5 points per game. Dak throwing the ball, lights out, but, Ezekiel Elliott regressing a little bit, 3.9 yards per carry. This is another easy one. This is my lock of the week, boys. I'm taking the under 54. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
First game I got is the Panthers at the Falcons. The current spread is Falcons -3.5. Panthers coming off another big win. Cardinals, Mike Davis played well. The D also played well. Falcons 0-4 coming off a terrible loss at Green Bay in Lambeau. The team looked awful. Julio Jones is hurt. Most likely not going to play. Calvin Ridley did not have a single catch. The team is banged up on both sides of the ball. I think the Panthers cover this one +3.5, but I do think the Falcons win by 2. The next game I got is the Jags at the Texans. The current spread is Texans at 6.5. Finally, the Texans have fired Bill O'Brien, thank God, making dumb moves. Deshaun Watson is going to let loose this week, finally, and be his real self. Jaguars 1-3, coming off a 33-25 loss. This is my lock of the week, Texans -6.5. The last game I got is the Eagles at Steelers. The current spread is Steelers -7. Eagles big win on Sunday Night Football, 1-2-1. And then the Steelers game got canceled, so they're technically coming off a bye week. So I'm going to roll with the Steelers here. I think they win this one by double digits.
All right, boys, it's the Harry B segment of the show. Harry B is back. Harry B went 2-1 last weekend. I went 3-1. It was a good weekend. It's going to be another juicy weekend. Harry B is taking Cincinnati versus Baltimore. Harry B is telling you, take Cincinnati +13.5. All right, boys, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram, DM us, or send us an email. All the info is in the description about the parlay packages. Let's go, boys.